Hi there, this is SLAZ again, here with another tutorial. In this video, we're going to be creating a piece which pays respect and thanks to the NHS for generally being amazing on many levels. This video is a little different from the others because we're going to be using the straight letter alphabet that you created in the previous video. Now, if you haven't seen that video yet, please check below for the link. And if you don't have time to make your own alphabet, you could always try using the block letter alphabet, also available from Your Next Moves website. For those of you who are here just for a colouring exercise, you can download the colouring sheet. The link for that is also down in the comments section. So to do the whole tutorial, you're going to need some A4 paper, a ruler, a pencil, an eraser, a biro, a selection of felt tip pens ranging through the whole rainbow of colours, and also, only if you have them, a white gel pen for the highlights and also a compass for drawing curves. Obviously not everybody has a compass handy, and if you don't have one, don't worry, it's not a problem. You can actually use other household items to draw curves with. For example, you could try using 2 different size plates to draw these curves. I'll give an example later in the video, so keep watching. So to begin with, get your ruler and draw 2 lines, one across the bottom and the top of the page. Find the center point of that bottom line and draw a line vertically to make 2 squares. Now we're going to draw the curves. If you do have a compass, get it ready. If you don't, no worries. I'll also show you how to use the 2 plates to get the same effect. If you don't have a compass, here's a way you can do it with 2 plates. Now get your ruler again and draw a box inside the lower half of the rainbow, and then divide that into 3 equal sized blocks. These are for your 3 letters to go in. Now, to make the letters lean to the side, we're going to draw a diagonal line from the base up to the top and do the same for all 3 blocks. Now draw extra angled lines to create spaces between the letters. Now get your straight letter alphabet that you made during the last video, or any other alphabet sheet that you wish to use. We're going to make the letters fit into the boxes that we've just drawn. When you're happy how the letters are looking, get the eraser and erase all of the lines you don't need anymore. Once you've finished with the eraser, go back in with the pencil and make any adjustments and fixes to your letters to get them looking sharp. So now draw a box to put your letters in and divide it in half. Also notice there's another line at the bottom of the box. To divide the whole box into 8, the easiest way I've found to do it is to divide each half in half and then each half in half again. That will give you 8 individual boxes. Now we're going to draw 2 clouds coming off either side of the NHS lettering from the base of the rainbow. I know I didn't mention this at the start of the video, but I actually have another alphabet sheet here, a completely different one. This is a more advanced style of alphabet, and for the rest of the tutorial I will be using this one. You can download it from Your Next Moves website, the link of which is below, Or if you'd rather just use your straight letter alphabet sheet or the block letter alphabet, just do that instead. So going back to those 8 squares again, notice I'm putting another line in across the top of the box we've drawn. So if you want to use the more advanced alphabet, this is how the box needs to look right now, with 8 squares and then those 2 lines, one at the bottom, one at the top. Now the purposes of those 2 lines is to actually line up elements of the letters, but rather than try and explain it to you in detail, have a look at that alphabet sheet and watch this little bit of video coming up and see if you can copy it and figure out how the letters are formed. Obviously I sped the video up for that last bit, but hopefully by hitting the pause button, rewinding and fast forward, you were able to spend some time with those letters and that alphabet and see how the lines at the top and the bottom of the box were used to align certain elements of the letters. Once you're happy with how all the letters are looking, it's time to get the ruler and the biro and go around all of the pencil marks you've made with pen. This is a process called inking. When you're finished with the inking, get your eraser and get rid of all of the pencil marks left on the page. Congratulations, you've finished the line work. It's now time to do some colouring. Now I would recommend getting a scrap piece of paper and testing your colours on that first. So starting with the red, slowly work your way through that colour range, and if you notice here, I'm actually blending the colours by going over the previous colour just a little bit. When you get to the yellow, stop and leave a little gap, put the green down and then go back over the green with the yellow, and that just blends those two together, and then just carry on as you were before. If you don't have so many colours, it's okay, you can still use the basic colour range and get a good blend. Here's an example of how you can still get a good blend using just 6 colours. Now it's time to colour in your line art, so starting with the red, go around the top edge of the rainbow. Because you've already practiced on the scrap paper, you have a good idea of how to blend the colours, so all you need to do is just go around in curves and just make sure that you blend all of the colours nicely together as you go. Remember, when you reach the green pen, put in a little space and then go back over it with the yellow, making sure to blend the orange and the green together. For the next part, we're going to colour in the letters with 3 shades of blue. To start with, take the lightest shade of blue and draw diagonal lines across all of the letters to give a reflective appearance. Next we're going to take the middle shade of blue and fill in the gaps between the lines that we've just drawn. Now go back to the lightest shade of blue again and go around all of the edges. Finally, we're going to take the darkest shade of blue and we're going to colour in the 3D. If you don't have 3 blue pens, you can always use a black felt tip for this part. Next we're going to colour in the thank you part of the design. I'm using 2 different colours for each letter, as you can see here. The final colour we are going to use is a light grey. So test it out on a sheet of paper first and then carefully apply it to the edge of the clouds. If you do not have a light grey felt tip, you could always use a light pencil for this. To finish the piece, you can write a positive message in each of the clouds either side of the NHS symbol. In this case, I've written "Stay safe and take care." There is one final stage left. If you do have a white gel pen, keep watching. However, if you don't have a white gel pen, don't worry, you have basically completed the tutorial, so massive congratulations. This is quite a technical undertaking and you've done very well to get to this stage. All we're going to use the white gel pen for is to add highlights to the top and the right hand side of the letters, and then also add some shine as well, which is a technique we've looked at in some of the earlier tutorials. And then apply the same techniques to the thank you letters underneath. Congratulations, you have finished another tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you've learned loads of new skills from doing it. Don't stop here, keep practicing with those letters. Tune in again soon to build your skills to the next level.
Your next move.